So let's get this G-450 out. I was replaying the footage of yesterday's utter fuck up, and I was just on the phone to Mike actually, telling him about it. I'm gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. But no mind, I found the spare part for €68 somewhere in Europe, so we should be able to get that fixed. Let's get this 450 down, and I've actually got some cables and connectors and everything for 450s somewhere down there. We'll go and have a look for a minute. I used to think this was quite a big rotator, but I've already got a bloody controller. I don't need this one. Oh mind, whatever. Well, I better go and fit that. Oh, and I found, where did I put it? Because we used to have a G450, and James made up a 50 metre run. There are connectors in this as an extension, so I think I've got 25 metres plus an extension, and in fact I think we need 27 metres. So I'm going to have to cut and splice it anyway. Alright, out to the field. Let's take the snapped Create off and replace it with this Yaesu. So I've seen that part for sale, so in fact I need the top clamp and the mounting piece, don't I? So it's probably about 150, 200 pounds. You know, big toys, you know, bigger problems. Somebody said, oh, it's a silly mistake. It's not silly, it's a mistake. There we are, you know, well, I didn't think it through. But you see, the thing is, I was challenged by Mike this morning about this. When you're filming this stuff as well, and you're worried about, is the camera rolling? How much battery have I got left? What's the memory card doing? And you're on your own, you are distracted because you're doing the bloody filming as well. If I wasn't doing the filming, you would have walked around it because you're a bit more relaxed, you know. Right, let me strip this down, get the 450 on, and I'll show you when it's back on. There we are. And let me concentrate. Alright, so we're back where we started, but this time with the 450. It's not as strong. It would have broken a lot earlier. And I've put everything back in place. We've got all the falling derrick lines in place, going back to there. And I've put another pole on. So next job is to get another one of these thrust bearings and slip it on, connect it all up. And I do have my hard hat. I've just got to rope this off now, so. And we don't take it to the bottom, we take it to the base of the falling derrick look and match up the tension between that one and this one here. So the left one will go down to the guide point, same with the right one goes over to that guide point, with a fair tension, roughly what we've got on here. These have stretched, as you can see, a bit stretchy, but we will be eventually replacing that with a Dyneema, which has almost no stretch at all. It's very expensive, that's all, in 6mm, and I'm going to get that from Marlow Ropes. So, and the other thing that pissed me off, it must have been to do with yesterday's accident, is that I have my really nice side cutters, the Barco side cutters, and my little blow lamp I can't find because I was sealing off all the ropes with it. I've had a look at it, I just don't know where it is. So the only thing I can find is the Messi and Piloni coax cutters, so we'll use these. I did have a 220 metre reel of rope. I unwound it all And I just stuck it on the ground because the reel was very unwieldy. I've had a few of these in the past and it's very easy to get tangled up. Alright, so let's do that now. Guys are on shackles, the falling derrick isn't. Alright, so I can identify that one nice and quickly. If we follow these lines, we can see there they go under the falling derrick lines. There they are there. And they go to the top. So these are matching exactly what we've got halfway up, but at the top. Alright, now there's one bit of maths in here that's important if you did do this. Because all my guy points are exactly within that much apart, how do I know how long to cut the back one? Because that's loose at the moment completely. So all I did, you take the line and you run it up to one of the side guy points, shackle it off, and then bring it back. We now know that when that goes vertical, the back line, which is free, or it should be, this is the back line, it's coming under here, and it's coiled up back to front. In other words, it can uncoil very easily. Same with, I've got one here as well, okay, on the first guy point. Oh, I've threaded it up, connected it to there. I've just got to walk 1,000 miles. I've worked out I need about 60 metres of this. There's got to be enough. Oh look, I found my barcode cutters. Oh, finally. Oh, good. Oh, let me put these away now before I forget. So as soon as we've got this pulley ready, we can connect it to the falling derrick, you see. Lift up the falling derrick, put on the pulley. That's why I stopped buying this, because the tops come off so easily. I mean, it's almost impossible unless you've got a spare day to put that back together. Damn. Anyway, this is the bit I'm cutting. I'll just put it in a box. Give it away to an new foundation student. I'm walking around the field with this paracord trying to get it in one long line, you know. It's a bit too short, but we'll splice a piece of rope onto it. So I've connected that to the bottom of falling derrick so it can't get lost. I just don't trip over it. So as the pole comes to sort of, this height, I'll just be able to grab that rope and tilt it over. So all I'm going to do now, by the way, it looks a bit wobbly because, and you can see if you look up the pole, I've got too much tension on the right hand side. So we could adjust that now by increasing tension on the left hand side, and it's already quite tight actually. Just pull it this way a tiny bit, but we'll adjust it all when it's up. We'll go around loosening and adjusting. So then what we'll do is put the falling derrick up. I'm not ready to do the lift yet, but I'm happy to put the falling derrick up so I can just eyeball all the lines. So I'll put you over here. It's looking untidy, in fairness, because I've got straggly bits of rope and stuff, but let's go and have a look. Well, the first problem is that the falling derrick is about 2 degrees over to the right. And I want to know, and it's quite important to me that it's, you know, nice and straight. Will that pull over? Or should I release it? There's not a lot in it, but I think I should release this one a tiny bit. Release. Do it up. And then tighten up the other side. It's like its own mast, you know. You know, it'll go straight now. I'll just tighten up this side here. I'm just eyeballing everything. I am noticing that guy number 1 is extremely loose and the top guy is actually fairly tight. So I want to know why that is. I'll drop the falling derrick down and I'll tighten that one up a touch. Right, I'm getting a low battery warning, so we'll go inside, have a cup of coffee and I'll charge you up.
And in the distance is a wild Callum facing technical difficulties.
Alright, so thanks very much for joining Lockie and me today. So the next job is actually I'm going to wait for this aircraft to go because it's pissing me off. 2-element Yagi on top just to start the ball rolling. Okay, we've got the cubicle quad coming, but let's get the 2-element Yagi. I'm absolutely blooming terrified, to be honest with you. So I need to go home and sleep. Alright, from Lockie and me, have a good day, enjoy your radio, enjoy your towers and ropes and everything else. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.